just take a minute here to check and make sure that my audio is working okay. So just want to make sure that that's working all right. Yep, looks like the audio is working. Okay, excellent. So this is the second broadcast of my princely Dawnlight Palace house. I just wanted to show my viewers some of the new things that I've added to the house to improve it even further. So if you haven't seen my first video, you should definitely check it out. But this video will just showcase the new things that I show. Is over here. Which are my Mundus stones. I now own all 12 Mundus stones. So, in order, we have the Atronach? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. Atronach, I think. Then we have the Thief, the Mage, the Tower, the Serpent, the Lover, the Lord, the Lady, the Warrior, the Apprentice, the Shadow, and the Steed. So anybody can come and use my house. My screen name is Arizona_Ocelot. So I build my house especially for guilds and for other people to use. So if you are interested at all in needing a house with the Mundus stones, well, you can find it at my house. Pretty cool. So I asked some of my guildmates, what's something that you think that I should have that I don't already have yet? Oh, by the way, I did add this training dummy, this Target Centurion Lambent dummy. That wasn't there before. And originally, I had this circle-shaped thing here in this Redguard fire pit right here in the center, right where I'm standing. But I've moved off to the side because this is now a mini dueling area. A little dueling area is something that a couple of my guildmates said would be cool. So I added in this statue, which I think is pretty neat, that represents that it's a dueling area. I got some little pikes, some little flag pikes for the dueling area, and then people can come and duel right here, and then other people can sit around the fire pit and watch the dueling. Pretty neat. And then the other thing I've got for dueling, or just for exploration in general, and this idea was given to me by a guildmate named Brick, is to have a way to get to the roof. So I use these stairs. And voila! I now have a way to access the roof of my house. So this is a way that you, if you're into exploring, or if you want to come up here and battle people, if you would like to just have a view of everything that's around, it's pretty cool. I think it's quite neat that you can see all over the place with this house. And of course, everything that's down below. Pretty neat, you guys. So yeah, this is a way again to just come up here, and if you want to fight with a buddy of yours, do some dueling, do some battlegrounds training, then you can come up to the roof and kind of play hide and seek with one another. And then if you need to go back down, then you can always just go back down these ramps. Pretty handy. And then the last thing that I've added is a wedding area. This is not something that was suggested to me. It's just something that I thought would be really cool to have at a house. Is a wedding area. So, my character is not currently married. I hope that changes sometime in the future. So, we've got our main wedding pagoda where the couple would stand under who's getting married. And they've got a nice lovely crystal behind them, a red guard brazier, and a whole bunch of lovely blue butterflies that I added. Where are my blue butterflies? I saw them just a minute ago. Oh, there they are. They're up here. So yeah, the butterflies are supposed to add to the overall tranquility of the scene. So they just kind of flutter around and do their thing. And I've got some plants that I put to the sides of it, and a big rug, a couple of big rugs actually, and a little, like, offering at the altar. So, you could, get married right here and do your hand fasting ceremony. Pretty cool. I added an Alinor fountain, the regal one, because, well, why not? And of course this pagoda. So you can bring your friends to the wedding, and they can sit on these lovely seats and enjoy the view of the wedding. So different people can have different views of the wedding from the seats. And then when the wedding is over, everybody can come join and feast at the table and sit in the chairs and enjoy the lovely glowing orange orb that I bought today, which is a new item and I thought was pretty cool. Those two seats at the head of the table obviously would be for the bride and groom, and the rest of these seats would be for friends. So, yeah, I think it's all quite beautiful. I added a couple of intricate rugs, because I love me some rugs. In real life, I don't really have any rugs in my apartment, but I like rugs in the game for my house. And again, this building out onto the water like this is an idea given to me by a guildmate named Brick. So thank you, Brick, for the idea to build out onto the water, which I think is pretty cool to be able to have the water as a surrounding for your wedding. I think it makes it all quite gorgeous. Oh, and I have these cool little hanging lights that are coming down from the pagoda too. Right there. And right there. So when it's night, it'll be all lit up. It'll look really cool. So you can have your wedding in the daytime or in the nighttime. It doesn't really matter. But now you can have your wedding. And my house is pretty much done because unfortunately I have been told by the little housing editor that, well, if you see here it says traditional furnishings, 700 out of 700. So that means I'm pretty much capped. Yeah. I've got just about everything I can possibly add to this house. So it's other than collectible furnishings or special furnishings, but everything else is capped. So it's a bit of a bummer that I can't add more things to the house, but I guess it's a matter of the limits on what they can load for the software. That's all I can think of why they would put a limit on it. Because otherwise, if you didn't put a limit on it, they could make more money by allowing more people to be able to buy more furnishings, which is how I be able to afford all my stuff, is I just buy it. I make some things, but mainly I buy it. So that's it. That's my house. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Watch the first video to see everything that's inside and kind of all my other knickknacks and my crafting tables and everything else. Again, this is open to all my guildmates, so please come by and use the house if you think that it would be useful to you. So that's all. I'm signing off for now. Thanks, guys.